Hey guys, checking in from our next blog. It's Pepa here, and I am enjoying this beautiful day in Spain. And honestly, this week has been good. It definitely had its up and downs, but I'll explain a little bit about what's going on in my life right now. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of enjoying the terrace, the roof of my school, and just kind of taking a breath from classes. I took my two exams Monday and then my exam Friday, and I got my test back from one of them, and it wasn't looking so hot. I thought I did better, I guess, but the exams here are, as I've experienced, a little harder than what I thought. So I definitely am learning a lot, a little discouraged and not understanding like where I went wrong and stuff in studying, but I'm learning that I have to be patient with myself and give myself extra time to study and to understand how my brain works when it's only talking in Spanish. So my prayer warriors out there, I would love some prayer for just helping my brain comprehend and memorize all the information I need to memorize, and that I could just find peace in knowing that this is just a little like dip in the curve, but things are going to get better. Been a little discouraged this week, and just understanding that like there are going to be times where I don't feel like I know Spanish, but then I have to look back and realize, oh man, I've lived here for almost a month, and well, a month today, like a month today, like 4 weeks, but if you go by days, Friday. And just knowing that like I've made it through that far, and I haven't been killed or anything. So yeah, just a little discouraged this week, but things are starting to look up. Starting to understand a lot more vocab, so that's really good, and like I can have really good conversations with people. Yeah, today is my second day going to Hospital de Caridad, which if you need to be caught up, that is a older gentleman home that I am serving at every Wednesday. And I get to hang out with these older gentlemen that don't have either a ton of family or live there because they can't afford to live anywhere else or can't afford to live with family or whatnot. Just different situations, or they have different disabilities that they have to accommodate their life to. And so I basically just go there and like hang out with them, play dominoes, which is kind of like Mexican train. Last week I just talked to them for 3 hours and just had a really good time. So I'm super excited to go hang out with them today. Like they're probably going to sing the Pepa song, which is like a very old song that I do not know yet, but it's going to be great. So we'll see what happens today, and I'll update you guys on how it went next week. So yeah, this weekend is a lot of studying. I have my first exam for my fourth class on Tuesday, so lots of studying this weekend. For flamenco lessons, they're going really well. We just finished our first dance last week, and then we started about half of our second dance this week. We're also learning rumba, which is really good. So we definitely get to move our hips a little bit. And we got told that if we're gonna wear heels, we have to go buy some. So, we'll be buying some heels, which really excited for, because if y'all know, I love to shop, especially for shoes. So, super excited for that. So some fun facts that I've figured out here. So when people celebrate their birthday, it's like a big deal. I've also heard that people have multiple birthdays here, depending on like what saint they're named after. So they have like their birthday, and then they have their saint birthday that they celebrate with like everybody else who has the same saint name. So like San Juan, so like Saint John, he would celebrate, if his name was San Juan, he would celebrate his birthday when he was birthed, and then Saint John's birthday as well. So they would have two birthdays. I actually got to have a piece of cake and like get to say happy birthday to my senor's granddaughter, who turned 10 yesterday. So that was super fun. She like got super excited and like got out of the car and like gave us hugs and stuff. It was super fun to be able to see her, because we were out, so we couldn't go and celebrate with her. But we got this like really good cake that we could eat with pudding. It was so good. Yeah. What else? Another fun fact. So, right now I'm learning about different cathedrals in Spain, and I found out that, so we're learning about different cathedrals, and there's one that dates back to the 13th century that has different aspects of all three different cultures of Spain. So in my past vlogs, I've talked about the three different cultures of Spain, and right now in my Tres Culturas or three cultures class, we're going through the first one right now, and eventually we're moving on to the second, once we figure out how Spain became Spain. And right now we're in like a bunch of wars and stuff. But this cathedral in Toledo, which we get to experience and see next week, super exciting, has all three cultures ingrained into it in some way, shape, or form. So that will be super exciting to see. Definitely will post pictures on social media and whatnot. So we're going to Toledo next Thursday, Friday. It's like a 5-6 hour bus ride, I believe. So it's going to take a little bit. That's why it's 2 days. But it'll be wonderful. Also, trying to think what else is going on. I booked my flight to Ireland. I am so excited to go to Ireland. When I first got to Spain, I had realized, Seville is so beautiful. Like, I just want to spend all my time here. But as people started like getting ideas and like kind of throwing out different places they want to go, I started falling in love with traveling. I've never been a traveler. I've never liked it. Like, I'll go to places because it's cool, but like just how much peace and patience I need to have in order to do that. I don't know if it's just been the places I've been, but I've never been a huge traveler. It stresses me out. But I'm so excited to go to these places. Booked to Ireland. We're going to, in November, we're planning to go to Granada to see La Alhambra, which I talked about in my last vlog. So super excited to see that. Hopefully going to see the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. So we're flying into Dublin. So if you have any advice in Ireland, would love some. So yeah, super excited. Going to be there Wednesday through Sunday. So that's what, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days. So it'll be super good. I'm going to try to get through an airport in 45 minutes. So wish me luck. But it will be good. And God is so good. And that is what I'm really getting out of right now. God is just so good in that even though like I've been discouraged this week, like God is still moving through me and still letting me learn so many things. Like, I forgot what the word for shower was the first week, and then my senor taught me what it was, and which is ducha, by the way, if you didn't know. But like every day I'm learning something new, and it's just an amazing experience. I start small group tomorrow, which is really exciting. There's about 22 of us here. 2 guys, one is married to a student, so she brought her husband here, and so her husband sits and does Duolingo all the 4 hours that we have classes, and then they go and hang out and stuff. And then there's one other guy, his name's Drew. He's here, but then there's 20 girls. So we're all really, really tight. It's actually one of the smallest groups they've ever had here. So I am super excited to like continue getting to know them, and it has just been a journey. They're all from different parts of the States, and now I get to go travel the world with them, which will be super exciting. What else? After next week starts really busy time for me. So I am basically on trips almost every other week, if not every weekend. Starting next week, I go 2 weeks and then a week off, and then a week of Ireland, and then like 2 weeks off, 2 weeks off, and then a trip, a trip, a trip, and then home, I believe is how it's going. And it's crazy to think that I've been here a month, and it's this next 2 months is going to just fly by, and then I'll be home. But I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity I have. Definitely need to work on using Spanish more often. I have to admit I don't use it every day like I should, but like I'm definitely pushing myself, but I have to give myself some grace. It's kind of a lot to take on, but I can do it, and it'll be amazing, and I'll come back fluent in Spanish. You know, por supuesto, porque español es la mejor idioma en todo el mundo. Recently I've seen posts about if you can speak English and Spanish, you can speak with 80% of the world, and that's what I'm aiming for. Would love to use Spanish every day somehow in my life, whether it's like a Devo or whatnot. So yeah, gotta start learning, and what better place to do it is in Spain. So that's why I'm here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to know anything about Spain, if you want to know more about the culture, different things going on, if you want to know about my friends, the students that I'm with, any places that I've gone, like my favorite part or anything, feel free to reach out. I love getting emails. Thank you for sending emails last week. I really appreciate that. I want to stay connected with you guys, even though it's hard to do 7 hours. So it works best if I can call you guys or like contact you guys and have a conversation. Your mid-afternoon, my late evening, because once it gets into your evening, that's when I'm sleeping. So it's a little hard. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me, email, social media, whatever. I would love to answer your questions. If you have any advice on places that I'm going, feel free to send it my way. Yesterday I was talking with my high school teacher, and she was such a blessing and gave a bunch of advice to me and my friends on different places to go and what to do, what not to do. So thank you so much, Profe Broncao, for doing that for me. Yeah, so that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys are having a great time in the States. I hope things are going well. It's getting a little chilly there. It's a little jealous. It's still around 90s for a high here. So that's not wonderful. If you guys know me, I love the cold. But it is still good, and God is still good. So prayers for just getting really accustomed to the Spanish, that I would just be lifted up in knowing the opportunity here that I have, and to just embrace all of it, and to definitely use Spanish every day, all day, every day. So thank you so much for watching. This has been just an incredible journey, and I'm so glad you guys are a part of it. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all next week.